This video is sponsored by Squarespace. What's going on, guys? Vincent here from thecreativedojo.net. Welcome to the video review. Today we're actually not taking a look at a motion graphics or visual effects product. We're actually taking a look at more of an editing and filmmaking and coloring type of product here called FilmConvert. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of FilmConvert a lot. It's been around for quite a long time. People like Philip Bloom advocated for it all the time in the behind the scenes articles and video breakdowns and, workflow breakdowns and stuff like that. A lot of filmmakers use it to create the infamous, highly searched film look, right? Probably the most popular topic search on YouTube on how to edit stuff, how to achieve the film look. People add like letterboxing, grain overlays, teal, orange, blue, like color grading and LUTs and all that stuff and all that crazy stuff. And then there's like plugins like Red Giant's Magic Bullet Film kind of plugin that kind of emulates that. But FilmConvert's kind of the OG. I started using it before in the past. I stopped using it for a while and they hit me up. This video is not sponsored by them. I'm not being paid to share you guys my opinion, but we are giving away one copy of FilmConvert Nitrate. So stay tuned to the end of the video for that, for more information. But basically we're giving away one copy of that. But basically they have a new version here called FilmConvert Nitrate that they wanted me to share with you guys. And it's a little bit different. So let's take a look here. I do all my editing in pretty much Premiere, so I want to show you guys in the kind of the natural habitat, and I think where a lot of people will be editing here. So FilmConvert Nitrate's like a new updated version. I don't know what the heck nitrate is, other than the compound. But basically, this is FilmConvert Nitrate. This is a new update, and the whole idea is that they pretty much added the Cineon kind of type of digital stock workflow. So all their film stocks are now converted to that kind of workspace here, and that allows you to pretty much have more accurate control over the saturation and all that stuff, and adjust it rather than just changing the opacity of the look. So here I have a shot here of some chess boards right here, and I applied the default FilmConvert. And so for those of you guys who don't know, this plugin is very more detailed than a lot of other approaches. Basically, it takes your camera settings, so whatever you shot with, whether it's a Canon, Panasonic, Sony, whatever, it takes the color science and the kind of color profile of those manufacturers' cameras, and it kind of manipulates and shifts the colors to make it match kind of a film stock more accurately, and gives you more soothing, customized looks rather than like a 3D LUT that just kind of, you smack it onto something, and this is more of a custom tailored approach. And so basically you download your camera profile. I used a Sony A7R Mark II for this. So I'm going to select Sony A7R Mark II. And now technically I did shoot it in S-Log too. But whenever I apply that look, that profile, it kind of looks a little like and so just the 709 profile kind of looks better for some shots in my opinion, which is crazy. So just something to keep in mind. You've always had some basic color controls. So for example, you have like exposure controls to kind of boost it up a little bit. You have some temperature controls, which works pretty well, kind of similar to Magic Bullet Film. I'm going to be comparing that a lot because I've used that a lot, quite a bit in the past. But yeah, some pretty accurate temperature. You don't get these weird, nasty like blue and orange shifts. The color looks pretty good whenever you kind of customize these settings right here. Now here's the cool part. You have the film stocks, right? So these are kind of like the film looks and the film that you're trying to emulate here. And so you have all these little different film stocks, and I think a lot of them look really, really great. And I like how, it's all nice right here. You don't have to, flip through and browse for like LUTs and whatnot. They're all just kind of in that drop down. And so they look pretty good in my opinion. A lot of good looks in my opinion. And here is where you can control kind of the chroma of things. So if you want to kind of tone it down, you can. It doesn't just completely break everything. And so you can kind of see, you can kind of really dial in the look. And this is what I like about FilmConvert over the other approaches. You can really dial in the look here. And something new with Nitrate is that you have more control over the grain, right? So in the past, it was more of an opacity thing. But basically how FilmConvert works is that it applies, it doesn't just overlay grain onto your footage. In the original FilmConvert, basically it simulated the amount of grain required for each color and the exposure level in your image. It doesn't just you globally apply a grain. It pretty much simulates how much grain is placed based on the exposure level and the color and all that stuff. So that's been there, but here we have fine control over everything. So these are shadows, these are highlights, and you can actually boost the grain in certain areas certain spectrums of your image here. So typically I don't want to add a lot of grain in the shadows because usually they're pretty grainy as it is. But if you wanted to really dial in the grain in kind of the mid-tones right here, you can do that. You can adjust the size of the grain right there. And I like how it just kind of animates so you can kind of see, what's going on. But you can change the grain size here. You can increase the softness if it's too much for you. Here you have the overall strength, and here you have the saturation of the grain. So this is kind of new as part of the nitrate update here. So you can control the grain, that way there. And, you've always had the color wheels so you can adjust. And, if you really wanted to mess up the LUT or the FilmConvert look and, really add that, the Michael Bay transformer type of orange teal look. But this is not new from the nitrate update here. But what is new is the curves, and they really, they really talk a lot about the curves and how they've really like changed it up to where it's fully customized to the profile that you're using and whatnot. And it's using the full log color workspace right here. So the curves don't just completely break your image as much. It's shifting colors based on a log scheme here. So, more fine control over colors this way. Using the log right here. And it's just convenient that you don't have to hop into Lumetri right here and, manipulate it here. You have full control over the curves here, and you can play with the colors and whatnot and just kind of fine tune your look. And I believe this is new in the nitrate update, but you can actually generate a 3D LUT and actually export this look into a different program that doesn't support FilmConvert and go ahead and do and apply all the looks globally there. Or you can export it as a 3D LUT and use it in your monitor and, display this look when you're filming on set and production, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool stuff. Here you have the standard controls. I almost never touch these because these are kind of like legacy to me. But there's a lot of options down here that you can actually use here. And the cool part is you have the levels adjustment. And if you actually have an older version of FilmConvert and you use it in productions and stuff like that, FilmConvert Nitrate is still backwards compatible. So here I have another shot here of just guitar playing right here. I'll apply FilmConvert Nitrate. And even the stock, even just applying FilmConvert Nitrate stock onto the image just makes it look a lot nicer. I mean, of course, it's because I'm shooting it in log, and so the natural image looks kind of bad. But just kind of the overall highlight roll off, it kind of just makes things a lot smoother, more easing to the eye, and you don't get that crazy harsh contrast. And the colors just look a lot more soothing. Of course, we can boost the exposure up a little bit here. And you can select the size, the film size, if you're going for a full frame look, or if you're going retro style, you can go with an 8mm film look, and it looks kind of really grainy and whatnot. Here is more of a noisy shot, and it's very, very tinted. I don't know why. Color balance may have been off, but let's see how it kind of performs. So I'm going to tone down the temperature, see if it kind of breaks, boost the exposure a little bit, and you can play around with the look. But overall, this is a pretty pleasant experience, and I have been enjoying it a little bit better than the Magic Bullet film plugin, just because it's kind of nice to get started really fast with the film plugin by Magic Bullet. But sometimes you kind of want that extra control. Well, apply it, take a look, and just a default look. If you do your job in the camera and expose properly and do proper lighting and stuff like that, just slapping it on itself does a pretty good job at just easing things out and making it look a lot more filmic and more cinematic, I guess, than not having it on at all. And this is not even me messing around with the color profiles. I'm not really choosing a camera here, but if I were to choose a camera, I just feel like it would look a lot better here. So maybe a Sony A7R Mark II, and we'll try a 709. So maybe I did shoot this in 709. I'm pretty sure I shot with S-Log too, but this plugin's really making me think that I shot in just regular Rec 709. But yeah, so this is pretty much the FilmConvert plugin, the Nitrate update for the FilmConvert plugin. Nothing too crazy. You've all seen this before, but if you are an avid filmmaker, and you do a lot of filming, you do weddings and cinematography and stuff like that, and short films and stuff like that, this plugin is probably going to be something that you're going to look at. Right now, the FilmConvert Nitrate is available for Adobe After Effects and Premiere. They're also planning to roll out the Nitrate update for the Final Cut Pro version as well as the DaVinci Resolve. But of course, you can still purchase FilmConvert in general for just like all the editors out there, OFX plugins, Avid, stuff like that, Sony Vegas, so which will work with the OFX plugins and stuff like that. The price is very fair. It's $139 for the platform that you choose. So for example, if you use like Adobe products for Adobe Premiere and After Effects, it's $139 US dollars. Or if you use Final Cut or Motion or whatever, it's $139 as well. So it's pretty affordable. So if you're just, not a motion graphic designer, you're not like a visual effects guy, but you're more of a cinematographer, wedding photographer, stuff like that, then FilmConvert is the product that you want to use. There's a reason why a lot of filmmakers use it all the time, Philip Bloom, stuff like that. It's a great plugin. It gives great results. It renders, fairly fast. I mean, it's not going to take a hit right here. I'm hitting the play button right now. It's playing live, non-issue. And overall, I think it's a very, very solid product. So if you guys want to see a comparison between this as well as the Red Giant Film plugin, other plugins, let me know in the comments down below. Again, we are giving away one copy to one of you guys. How you enter is that you just give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and just leave a comment down below stating why you like this plugin. Now, have you used FilmConvert before in the past? Have you used the the legacy version, the standalone application? Have you used the Nitrate update recently, the trials, whatnot? Just let me know what you guys think about the plugin here in the comments down below, and I'll pick one random winner in about 2 weeks. The dates will be posted in the video description down below. So before I go, I want to give a quick thanks to our sponsors over at Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is the one platform to make an amazing website, whether it's for your store, online business, or portfolio. They have amazing themes to choose from, fully customizable to make it the way you want it to look like, without any coding knowledge required. They have awesome 24-hour support, and best of all, if you use the promo code Dojo at checkout, you guys save 10% off your order and support the Dojo. So check it out over at squarespace.com/dojo. Squarespace, the #1 place to create an amazing website. So that's pretty much it, guys. It's just been a quick kind of overview of the FilmConvert Nitrate plugin for Adobe After Effects and Premiere and stuff like that. Overall, it's a very, very simple but fairly intuitive and very nice resulting product here. Very cool. Highly recommend it. Check it out over at filmconvert.com. Let me know what you guys think. If you like more of these video tutorials and reviews and stuff like that, go and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think. My name is Vincent Wynn from the Creative Dojo, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.